How much are trials worth in the grand scheme of things? Well, for most schools, they're about 30%. For some schools, some of you may hear say, oh, no, actually, our trials are worth like 10%. Some people may say they're worth 40%. Okay, great. So it's roughly around 20 to 40, usually 30%. How much is it worth in the grand scheme of things? Well, it's going to be the final determinant. And probably if it's 30% or anything like that, it's going to be a significant determinant of your rank. So wherever you finish in the year is going to be decided by and large by how you go in these trials and, of course, your other assessments. But if your trials are 30%, that's almost 1/3 of your whole assessment mark, then it's obviously going to play a significant role in your rank, which is then going to determine your final assessment mark, which then is 50% of your final mark for the whole subject at the end of the year. So it's pretty significant, basically, to summarize that. What's a good raw mark you should aim for at Band 6 in English? A raw mark to get a Band 6 in English? I don't know. It changes every year. It's going to depend on the standard of the cohort. I mean, obviously, we know that a 90 plus as a scaled mark is going to get you a Band 6, but to be honest, all I would be thinking about right now, to get a Band 6, right now you're trying to maximize your ranking at school. Okay, well, that's all that matters. It doesn't really matter what mark you get in the trials. It just matters where you sit in the cohort after the trials, right? So after your trials, you're going to get your rank. Let's say you're coming 10th in your year. That's great. It doesn't matter what percentage mark you got throughout the year. All that matters is that you came 10th. What that will then apply to is your HSC mark. So when your whole year does your HSC exam, you're going to get the 10th best mark from the HSC as your assessment mark. And then you'll also get your own exam mark. Okay, so all the marks that end up on your HSC report are going to come from that final exam. It's not, you don't worry if your assessment marks are low, it's just about your rank. So just try and do really well and get yourself as high as you can in your year. And then obviously you need to work together and help each other out from your school so you can all do better and basically help each other, because you'll be using each other's marks from the exam when it comes to the final HSC. Random question that's probably not English related, but how is state ranks calculated? Well, that's a good point. The state ranks are based primarily on the actual exam marks, okay? So they're based on the exam marks, not on your assessment marks as much, right? But basically, let's say that there are 10 people in the state who get a 99 out of 100 in the English advanced paper. So we've looked at all their marks for all the different papers. They've all been marked. We added them all up and 10 people got 99. Or let's say 2 people got 99 and 8 people got 98. This is all based on the HSC exam. It's not based on any internal assessment. The 2 people who got 99 are going to get rank 1 and 2, and there might just be a discretionary choice as to which one's the better 99, right? Or I believe they will look at the person's assessment marks, and if one of them was ranked 1 and one of them was ranked 2, the person who was ranked first at their school and got 99 would get first, and the person who got 99 and was ranked second in their class would get second. Otherwise, I believe there's this kind of mysterious shuffling process that happens on the tables, and you know, all these people get the same mark and somehow one person is ahead of the other. Sometimes it's luck of the draw, I would imagine. But yeah, it is all based on your HSC exam marks. Your rank might come into it in terms of that final shuffling, but you just need to be right at the top to get a state rank and have the top aggregated mark across the paper. So when your overall mark is calculated, trials are worth as much as another internal exam that weighs 30%. Correct. I mean, if you had an internal assessment that was worth 30% and your trials are worth 30%, then the whole of the trials is worth the same as that one assessment, because they're both 30%. The trials are a lot harder because you have to do 5 different sections, and therefore each of those sections was worth considerably less. Each of those sections was worth like 6%, because 5 times 6% is 30%. So each section would be 6%, whereas your one assessment that was worth 30% earlier in the year was worth 30%. So that carried 5 times as much weight for that particular section. So overall, your trials are really important, but on a per section basis, of course, they're not going to be as heavily weighted as your individual assessments. But all of that's in the past now. So I think 30% is enough to make me take it seriously. Anything in that ballpark, and it's preparation for the final HSC anyway, so it's good practice. You should be taking it seriously in any case.